What's up, guys? This is day 30. I went to pull the day before, so just wanted to get in some recovery work. I'm doing lots of curls and some tricep extensions towards the end with really lightweight, going for like 30 reps each arm. So yeah, originally I wanted to do 5 sets of 30 with like supinated curls and then reverse and then hammer, but I think it was taking too much time and I had to cut it down a little bit, but still got a lot of blood flowing through my elbows. But yeah, honestly, like, that's pretty much it for the video. I was thinking about speeding it up because it's just basically me doing the same thing over and over again for like hundreds of reps, but I'm not sure. Maybe I don't know, maybe I'll talk about arm wrestling, I guess. I was just watching a Neil Pickups interview on Voice of Arm Wrestling channel about arm wars, and I kind of knew about most of the stuff he was talking about already, but damn, knowing YouTube, like, and like, I don't want to, I don't know, I don't, I'm not saying I know better than other people, but just, like, I'm 20 years old, and, like, these people are, like, 40, 50, and I'm just saying his YouTube channel will not blow up, right? And, like, it'll have, like, it'll get decent views for sure, but it will never escape the arm wrestling community, which basically you have to put Devon Larratt in your title or something to do that. And so I know his YouTube channel is not going to grow that big, so I'm worried, right? Like, I don't really know what he's looking for. I think he was trying to get a TV contract or something, which, I really hope that works, but I really also hope that that's independent of the YouTube performance, because if he's looking for lots of returns on the YouTube, like, even if the content is really, really, really good, as in, like, for arm wrestling content, like, it won't blow up on YouTube. It just won't. Like, it's just the algorithm isn't set up that way. It's just, like, if it stays within the arm wrestling community, it stays within the arm wrestling community. So yeah, I don't know, man. Like, obviously, like, I made a video before talking about grow the sport, and I feel pretty strongly about that. And I'll, if there are people who are saying, hey, like, I'm giving up my job or whatever, I'm risking money and I want to grow the sport, I will have your back for sure. Like, I'll watch all of your videos, I like it, I'll subscribe, I'll try to share it. But, man, I don't know. Like, I'm a little worried. Like, I don't know how far that can go. I'll even donate to a GoFundMe. I feel if it's worthy enough cause. I was thinking about donating to Engin Terzi's GoFundMe, but I think I'm just gonna buy the pay-per-view from Core Sports instead, because I think there's, like, you can donate $100 for a T-shirt, like, signed T-shirt, which would have been awesome, but I don't have $100 right now. So, but yeah, like, pay-per-views, definitely, I'll try to buy all the pay-per-views for sure. And yeah, I guess just talking about growing the sport and, like, committing to the sport and stuff. Obviously, I think the first time, I've heard this kind of talk a lot over the years on YouTube, and, Gary Roberts was crying about it on Neil's channel, and it did move me a lot, and I did feel like Gary got kind of screwed over, especially when he had to quit again. Oh man, I can't believe so many people are complaining about his behavior. Like, what the fuck, man? I don't know, but he got kind of fucked over. I hope he finds some success. I think he's done a great, like, incredible service for arm wrestling as a sport. So I don't know. I hope that goes well. But yeah, I guess this sort of topic just on my mind. Like, I was watching Aussie Arm Wrestler 24-hour stream, and it talked about, I think even on a recent video, he said he was going to move to Brisbane and just make videos with Ryan Bowe and try to quit his job. And I think that's great. Like, I think I'll do my best to support him for sure. Like, and I think it's great that, like I've talked about it before, but a lot of arm wrestlers sort of have that same attitude, which is crazy to me. Like if you think about like even Ryan Bowen, who is actually, I don't know if that's a good example. Like I mean, I generally like him. And I was just gonna say, like, all the people that are sort of prominent in the social media, in the sport right now are pretty committed to the same goal. Like, if someone was like, "Hey, are you willing to like do some work for no money to grow the sport?" I think almost all of them would say yes, which is I think why arm wrestling's so great. Obviously, it's sort of also the same idea where in arm wrestling, like you could just have a top guy on your YouTube channel. You can just have text the top guy for like, and then he'll just talk to you like a normal person, which is great. But also like, I mean, who knows how long that'll last? I guess if you grow the sport, like inevitably, like that sort of only happens because the sport is still kind of small right now. But anyways, yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to brainstorm because really like as an individual, I can like and watch all the YouTube videos, which I already do. Like I literally click on a video, like it, and if I like, even if I don't want to watch it, I'll just like it and then leave just because it's an arm wrestling video, because that's just like how I see things. I just want to push things in a certain direction in the world. But yeah, like what can we do? Because I know there's a bunch of people like this, and even the super chatting on YouTube, like man, people are throwing lots of money to arm wrestlers, and I think a lot of them are understanding that that's going back to the sport and so on. Maybe also has to do with the fact that the audience is like in their, like they're all adults versus most other YouTube streams where they're like kids using their parents' credit cards, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I know there's a couple of guys that actually watch my videos. Oh yeah, shout out to Jaced Raider. I don't know how to say your name, but I try the reverse curls. Feels good. I don't know if I'm doing it all correctly, but so yeah, I tried to put my hand through the thing and it didn't feel good, so it just went normal. But felt good. It was like interesting in between like the hammer curl and the like the supinated curl. Sort of feel my elbow joint working somehow. But yeah, reverse curls are awesome. But man, I was just thinking, like, what actually can an arm wrestling fan do to grow the sport? I don't know. I mean, there must be something. I feel there's something. Like a lot of people, I think, are trying to start a YouTube channel, which I mean I have, but I mean I'm not like. But I guess that's a sort of. But I feel that's sort of like for the actual arm wrestling personalities. Man, I don't know. Like, I mean, the YouTube pay-per-view thing, I'm sort of torn about that as well, because, like, I know it'll have, sort of, like, I'm not saying it'll get no buys. It'll get a decent amount of buys, but, like, it will never take off to the next level. Like, I mean, maybe if Devon does one, but just knowing YouTube, like it won't, be as successful as all these people are saying it's gonna be. And probably it's a good idea, like YouTube pay-per-view, like, because I'm thinking if you're, 4 arm wrestlers, you're doing it, $5 a month for 4 guys, $20 a month, basically just supporting the arm wrestlers, right? But which is fine. I think maybe that is the way to go, because I don't really know if there's a better way. I don't know if in person, like, because YouTube takes a cut, but I think in person the promoters probably take more of a cut. I don't know, like, I mean, like, yeah, I'm worried about arm wars a little bit. I'm worried about WAL. I'm worried about PAL. It seems like, I mean, Neil said it, right? There's rumors of all of them shutting down. Yeah, I mean, the numbers, like, I think WAL, like, I mean, I'm so pissed about WAL, like, oh man, I don't know, like, they were good, right? They were really, really good. I mean, that's what got me into the sport, watching WAL on YouTube. And I know, again, like I said, I know YouTube. I know the YouTube demographics. And WAL exposed the sport to so many, like, non-hardcore arm wrestling fans. And it made them feel like they were, like, they were gleaming into something that's like, that there was that whole appeal of like, oh, this is like not mainstream, but it's super cool, and like I know it, and like that I think drove the sport a lot in the beginning. But anyways, like, I can't believe they just stopped the way they did. Like, there were so many opportunities. The WAL channel has so many fucking subscribers, and I remember Gary was talking about this when he was on a live stream. Why wasn't Neil doing his interviews on the WAL YouTube channel? Can you imagine? Like, it would have had to be a little bit more, like, professional, whatever, a little different, but that would have kept the, talk going. Lots of people would have tuned in, a lot more money. It just, none of this makes any sense to me. They just, like, stopped. Like, I mean, just put in a minimum. Like, I'll work for free for fucking WAL, and I'll make those media posts. Like, I'll, keep it going. Just put. I mean, I'm so annoyed. Like, so many missed opportunities. Like, I don't know. I think WAL has so much potential. Like, I don't. Like, it was so close for me. It was so close to just seriously cracking into the mainstream, but. I don't know. Maybe these people who are doing it were smarter than me. I just, I don't really trust a lot of these people. I feel, I mean, like, it's just like a lot of these people are kind of old, and I love a lot of these people, but I just feel like they have an outdated sense of like what works and what doesn't. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, Armwars is sick, but it won't. I don't know. I just feel like WAL had such a important spot in growing the sport. Like, and we're talking like North America, right? And I feel that sort of should be the focus. I mean, that's where you have to grow the sport. I mean, we'll see, right? We'll see if WAL comes back. We'll see how these things go. I mean, I guess it hasn't been normal times with COVID and everything, but I don't know, it just kind of pisses me off. Even the fucking interviews they had. I think the video, like, the WAL video where Neil and Devon, RVJ, I think Mike Todd, like, they had an interview, and it has a ton of views. Like, and I remember actually subscribing on Apple Podcasts to the WAL podcast, which I'm not sure if a lot of people have listened to, but I listened to every single episode of the Apple Podcast for the WAL, right? And just imagine, like, and then they just stopped, and I remember texting Neil, like, hey, you're doing all these interviews on your channel, like, is this gonna go on? And he was like, oh no, these are two separate things. But why? What a fucking waste of just years of, I don't know, capital investment, like, accumulated interest. I mean, I don't know, it had so much hype. Like, I just feel like, honestly, I don't know. I mean, even actually Armbet, like, what the fuck is Armbet doing? I just saw a Reddit post, like, talking about how, Armbet was supposed to have the new update just right around the corner. It was going to be crazy stuff, mind-blowing. That was like a year ago, and I was like, yeah, what the fuck? I just never really thought about that. Like, I did have Armbet downloaded. I was like number 300 or something. But, like, I lost my phone, so I haven't been on it. But, man, Armbet had so much potential, and it does seem like all they're doing right now is a stupid... I mean, it's not stupid. I think it's great that they did it. But Stakings, which... right now it's cool, but I went on the website and I realized it's actually intended so that, like, for these, like, poker players or whatever, like, imagine you start off with $100 and then you win, like, 20,000, right? And basically what you're doing is, like, you're buying shares of that 20,000, so you're actually getting, like, a return, like, you're getting more money than you put in. Whereas right now in Stakings, it's like you put in $10 and you get, like, $4, which is really bad odds. But, and it's like, I don't know, I mean, I don't want to be, like, too hard on the whole Armbet thing, but I really, really hope that this freaking software developers or whatever are not just setting odds on Stakings. I really hope that's not all you're doing. But, I mean, I guess, I don't know where the money's coming from. Like, if they have no money, I can't, obviously, like, I can't, like, they can't actually do any of the work. I just feel like we're so close, you know. If all the right money goes into the right place without, you know, waste and all this, arm wrestling is very close, I think, especially among young people on social media. WAL, Devon got really close. I mean, they already have really exposed the sport a lot. Like, even me, I'm an example of someone that's been exposed to the sport that way. But, yeah, I mean, I'm sure all of us do. Like, I have so many ideas about arm wrestling, how to grow it, so many ideas about armbat. And it's not like I have all the ideas. Honestly, most of the things I thought of, a lot of other people have as well. And I've literally heard, like, Devon talk about ideas that are, like, really good ideas for armbat. I just really hope that they get it done. I really hope there's some progress. And yeah, like, let me know if you can think of any ways that we can actually, like, support the sport as fans. Because right now, I mean, maybe there isn't. I mean, I guess maybe there isn't for any sport where, like, one person, just a random person, can make a difference, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's pretty much it for the video. There's about a minute left, but I'll just end it here. Thanks for watching. Day 30, guys.